Hi, Elizabeth. I'm Sofia from Cinemas from Mexico. So first off, I would like to ask you, on the movie trailer says that the movie is inspired by true events. How much of the movie is true and how much did creative liberties were taken?
Well, we of course don't really know what happened with this bear in the woods. So much of the situation in the woods is imagined. What we took inspiration from was the true story involving Andrew Thornton, who was a notorious drug runner, who dropped his MO was he would drop drugs out of airplanes for his cohorts on the ground to pick up, and then he would parachute out of the plane. And and one night this went wrong, and so the authorities knew that drugs were somewhere in the forest, and they didn't find them till a couple months later when they found a black bear had consumed about 70 pounds of cocaine. And so I remember when I read the story thinking how sad it was that this bear became collateral damage of sort of a broken war on drugs, and I felt like this film was almost the opportunity to make a revenge movie for the bear.
Thinking about the movie genre, is it just a comedy or is there a mix of some other movie genres?
It's an action, horror, thriller, comedy. I mean, it's got it all. What's been interesting is how unique the movie feels. I think the script was very unique. The opportunity was unique, and that's why I took it. I felt as a filmmaker, this was the great opportunity to do something specific and unique and take the audience on a really wild ride, and also have characters that are fun, funny, and full of heart. There's a lot of heart in the movie as well. So it's a great mix of many things.
Obviously, the bear is the star of the movie. So I'm really curious on what was the process of creating the bear with special effects.
So the bear is fully CGI. It was created by Weta Digital Workshop in New Zealand. We had an incredible bear performer named Alan Henry who trained under Andy Serkis and worked on the Planet of the Apes movies. He knew well how to move as a quadruped, walk on all fours using prosthetics. He had to wear prosthetics. He wore a black suit the whole time. He also had to do a lot of stunts and stunt work and interact with the actors. And despite the fact that you don't see Alan on screen, I feel his presence in every shot of our bear. There was a whole process before we started shooting where we sort of designed the bear, working with Weta, working on everything from the size and the fur and the eyes and the markings on the bear, and looking at so many references of black bears that we could, choose from and really create this character. And then the luxury here was we have a photorealistic bear that you would literally see in a National Geographic documentary, but we also have a bear who's consumed cocaine, so that gave us just enough leeway to really create fun, have some fun with what the behavior of the bear. Every behavior the bear has in the film is based on real behavior that we could see in videos of bears, whether they were eating or playing, or playing with a bucket, jumping in water, walking, whatever it was. We always had a reference. I really felt like there were just certain things, certain rules about real bears that we couldn't break. And that was because I want to build trust with the audience, and I want them to believe this bear is real, and I want them to go on the ride with us. And I felt if one frame of the bear didn't work or broke that trust, that the movie didn't work.
In Spain, they translated the movie title as Oso Vicioso, which translates to Junkie Bear. So what do you think about that name change?
What do I think about, changing the title?
Yeah, about the changing the title.
Well, I always knew, we confirmed that we would be able to call it Cocaine Bear here in America, but I always knew that the title might not fly everywhere in the world. Look, with social media the way it is these days, everyone who sees the movie overseas, I hope, understands that this is the movie that they're seeing. It's about a bear who does cocaine. I love the title. I I feel like it conveys the tone of the movie, and it tells you what you need to know that gets you hooked on the concept. It's like a great hook in a song. You know, it's something that you go like, wait, what's that? I think it piques people's interest, and it makes people want to see what we have to offer. And I think we over deliver in terms of the characters, the acting, the comedy, as well as an amazing story about this bear.